Alright, I am back with some more Peasant to Emperor series, where I aim to earn the Supreme Emperor achievement. So at the end of part 1, I asked you all what should be our focus first. I set out a load of sub-challenges that we need to achieve along the way, and only one person replied. I think the rest of you were just in shock that I have actually returned. So I think what we're going to focus on for now is expanding the clan. We need to level up the clan. If we can get tier 2 or even tier 1, I can't, oh yep, it's tier 1. We actually start at 0. I couldn't remember if you start at 1 and work towards 2 or if you started at 0, and well, it looks like we are the lowest of the low. We are going to have to earn gold. We are going to have to recruit troops. We're going to have to buy food, and hopefully inflation hasn't hit us and we're looking at 40 gold per grain. Maybe if we go to a settlement, it may be a little bit cheaper. That's the hope anyway. But I guess let's set out on our adventure for today. I know I said previously we were going to join the Battanians, but for now we're going to recruit anyone who's willing to fight by my side. I don't care what culture they are, who they are, we just need men who are willing to put their life on the line for the Gwaggle's name. Hang on a minute. It wasn't some sort of dark, twisted nightmare. Bags of grain are actually 40 gold plus? This is an outrage. At least the meat is 33, but even then, man, I was hoping on about 10 gold a piece. That's what I'm used to seeing when I play modded. So one of the things we need to do is earn gold. And what better way than to become a trader? The next step up from Peasant shall be Merchant. We have leather here for 527, and according to this, it's 110% cheaper than average. So if I was to buy this leather, take it to another settlement, we could be rich. We just need to remember that I have paid 527 gold for it. Well, our first attempt as a trader, yeah, how do I put it? It didn't go well. We have arrived at the next settlement, and it's only worth 405. That's a bit of a loss. Is this gonna backfire, or can we redeem ourselves? Maybe we need to travel further abroad. One of the challenges we set ourselves as well was to earn the Explorer achievement, which is for visiting every settlement. So we need to keep track of all the settlements we've visited as well. So far, it's just these two. I think I'll start making my way west towards the Battanians. Oh man, we've arrived at the next settlement and it's even worse here. At least I could have had an extra 100 gold from the last place. We are like day 2 into our adventure, and I have already lost all of our gold on leather. Leather of all things. We've at least found some looters. Maybe I can take my anger out on them, and then maybe the rewards they drop at the end will probably be worth more than my leather. Alright men, this isn't quite the army I had hoped for. You guys are just as much of a peasant as I am, I suppose. And they're throwing rocks at us. Well, that's just rude. This guy's a big fellow. He can have an arrow. Hopefully we don't lose any men. Well, I spoke too soon. Well, crap. Do we need to inform his family? Does anyone know where he came from, lads? It looks as though the looters have got word of what we did to the other group, and now they have come back in force. There are 16 of them against our 6. We are outnumbered over 2 to 1. I have nothing to my name. I have nothing to lose. other than the lives of my men, which I feel like we should probably value above all else. But more importantly, the leather. We cannot allow the enemy to take the leather. We paid too much for it to go to waste, for it to go to some scum like a looter. Alright, soldiers.
Make a shield wall!
Shield wall, man. Even though half of you don't have shields. Just shield wall all the same. 3 of the men leveled up from the previous fight. 2 are still peasants. And, well, as you saw, 1 is dead. We're gonna try and do as much damage as we can, but this never really goes well. Oh man, I'm really not a mounted archer. Right, the men need to hold the line. We've already lost 1. We've lost 2. We've lost everyone. They're all dead. I don't even know if they took down a single looter. The only one we killed might have been the only one. Did my men not kill anyone? No. Well, this has been a disaster. You may have taken my men, lads, but you will never take my leather. We may be here a little while. I'm hoping I can at least kill a couple of them with the arrows. Although at the moment, it looks like... Oh, there we go. That's 1. They're pelting me with rocks, which is a bit of a pain. We're missing half the arrows, which is also a bit of a pain. Didn't mean to hit that guy, but we'll take it. That's another one. How did I miss from that range? There we go. That's another. And another one. Maybe we can break their morale soon. If enough of them die, they might just call it quits. 99 with a headshot? What kind of skull has that man got? He shall now be referred to as the Iron Dome. The guy has a helmet. The guy has a helmet? I was going to say the guy has a head like a helmet. This really isn't working out. What would be the best course of action here? Is it possible to retreat, charge back into the fight, and have a fresh stack of arrows? Or if I retreat, do I lose? I'm not entirely sure. And another one bites the dust. We need to get the rock throwers. They're the ones causing all the issues right now. Is this how Goliath felt when he got taken down by a pebble?
I'll tear your limbs!
My axe isn't very long, so this is kind of an awkward battle. And another one bites the dust. Well, folks, if anything interesting happens between now and the end of this battle, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing drive-bys on the enemy. And hopefully, we can win the battle. And we were defeated. There were only 5 remaining. But we were taken down by the looters. We were supposed to become emperor. We were supposed to conquer these lands. And instead, we are now being blackmailed by looters for our freedom. I have lost all my men. I have lost all my gold. And I fear I have lost my leather. It is truly a dark day. We managed to escape from the looters for now. And they did indeed take my leather. If we keep a close eye on them, maybe we can ambush them and retake our leather if they still have it. I have not fully recovered from my wounds. But I am gonna take the fight to the looters. We have a full stack of arrows once again. We're gonna put them to good use. And we're gonna... Ow! We're gonna get hit by a rock. Okay, I didn't realize there was a drop behind me, so we should probably shimmy our way over. One of the looters are dead. But because it's me on my own, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to kill them all before they'll even consider retreating. Well, I mean, at that point, are they gonna consider retreating if they're all dead? I guess not. But I think so far, that's 3 of them dead. Oh, make that a 4th. There are 5 remaining. Last time, 5 took me down. But we did manage to kill 10. We're getting hits, but we're not getting kills. That's another one. He did hit me with a rock, which is unfortunate. I wonder if maybe now we can jump off the horse, get a more accurate shot, and finish off the 4 of them. That's 1. He's tagged for 80. He's tagged for 50. He's dead. No! The final one!
We won!
They timed their attack perfectly, and we were taken down once again. I have been taken prisoner by one guy. We are about to get our revenge.
What is it now?
I have chased this man down. Once again, we had no time to recover from our battle wounds.
Hear me!
This is purely for revenge. And there he goes. We have finally got revenge. Not for the torture they put us through. Not for the death of my men. But for stealing my damn leather. I don't know what to say. We did all that and he didn't have my leather. My leather has just disappeared into the void. What was that for? Why did we carry out that vengeance? Although that being said, he did have butter, and butter is valued at 55. Maybe we're thinking about this all wrong. Scrap the Bannerlord achievement. We need to become the Butterlord. Now I have to walk away in shame, knowing that we lost multiple times to looters, knowing that I've lost all my gold, knowing that I'm a failure as a trader. I have just arrived at the next settlement. We decided to stock up on some supplies. The grain here is pretty cheap compared to what we've seen. These are the prices we're used to, only 13 gold a bag. And then I noticed something. Leather. 220 a piece. I paid over 500 gold. Lost the gold, lost the leather, just to find out this person is selling it for less than half. Maybe we buy the leather. And now we need to get back to this settlement over here. And we need to sell the leather for the biggest profit possible. But can we make it without being attacked? I have never seen a worse merchant in my life. We're about to go bankrupt if we don't get to the settlement soon. 284? At this point, we'll take it. A profit's a profit. It's not much, but it's something, I suppose. We've become desperate at this point. I have accepted a quest to deliver 6 bags of wool to another town. I don't think the town is too far away. It was the one that we just came from. Or I mean, gold is gold at this point. Oh no. Not more looters. I can't. I can't get taken prisoner again. This time they'll steal the wool and I'll fail the quest. We've managed to give them the old slip for now. Can we get to the settlement unharmed? Alright, my friend. Here are your bags of wool. I did have an option there to keep the wool for myself because I could fetch a bigger profit. But with the way we've been going, I don't think we're going to get 650 gold for it. We can recruit some additional men, we can buy some more food supplies, and we can continue our adventure. Hold on a minute, there's a tournament at the next settlement. Well, we're gonna have to join it. If we check the leaderboards, currently number 1 has 23 victories. There's an achievement for becoming God of the Arena, and I need to win more than him. We have a long way to go. We're gonna take a bit of a gamble and wager on ourselves because I need as much gold as possible at this point. And also, if we win, we get ourselves a fancy legionary cape. We're fighting a shield maiden in the first round. And we have ourselves a round 1 victory. Can we get past wave 2? Say wave 2, round 2. Okay, we'll sit back and leave those two fight it out. I don't want to get involved and disturb their fight, and we'll take on the winner. Hopefully it's not Goliath on the left, and it's the big man. Alright, buddy. Oh, that was easier than expected. This time we have ourselves a 2v2 with javelins. Oh no. My teammate has taken some direct javelins. If we can kill this guy and turn her into a 1v1. The only issue being, we don't have a shield. But you know what? We don't need one. We are the best sword fighter in the land, he says as he uses an axe as his primary weapon. I think this may be my first time using a sword this playthrough. We are now in the final round. We are one win away from 1,700 gold, plus a brand new cape. It is going to be a sword and shield battle. We have 2 hits already. That's 3. 1 more should do the job. And we're done. We have won our first tournament. I guess we just continue on to the next one for now. We have finally made it. We are here in Britannian territory. It was a long and tough journey. We crossed the Empire. We got captured multiple times. We lost everything. We earned some stuff. We're still not in a good position. We do have 20 soldiers now, but we don't really have a lot of gold. There is another tournament here. So, I mean, we may as well get that over and done with. Currently, we are ranked 59th on the leaderboard. The prize is horse armor that I'm probably not going to use, but we may be able to sell it for a little bit of a profit. Alright, it is time for round 1. We have a teammate who's the bait. He just stands there with his sword in a block position, and I'll just cut them in half with my blunt axe apparently. Okay, it's the blue team versus the red team. And the blue team has come out on top. As you can see as well, I am wearing my fancy new cape. I look like I'm a little lost at the moment though, because I look more like a warrior that's come out of the desert rather than one that's hiding in the woods. It is time for the final fight. We're versing a named person, and we both have two-handed axes, and what is going on? I swear my intro speeches last longer than the actual fights these days. But we have won the tournament, we have earned 1,600 gold, we've got the horse armor, and we have a little bit of renown. The horse armor sells for about 950. It is much better than our current armor, but to be honest with you, I'll probably want the gold for now. But that moves us up to 53rd on the leaderboards. We're getting there, we are slowly getting there. Maybe it'll just be easier to execute every lord above me so I don't have to do another 22 tournaments. But that is all we have time for in this part. I hope you enjoyed my failures as a merchant. That really didn't go to plan. If anyone has any other suggestions on what we should attempt next, please let me know. Maybe we go down the old school route of smithing. Maybe we need to invest in workshops or caravans. Maybe we give being a trader another go, if I actually know what I'm doing. Or maybe we just stick to what we know and we kill. That seems to be the best approach for me. Take down the enemy and sell the battle loot. It's never failed yet. Apart from when your enemy defeats you and puts you on parade for everyone to see. That wasn't ideal. And they stole my damn leather. But until next time, see ya.